Alright guys, we're going to jump up in here today and we're going to kind of touch on my video yesterday while reacting to JustTrae's video to Upchurch about the whole current climate situation with everything going on and what he thinks. And we're going to kind of give my input and how I look at it. But anyway, just in case you don't know who JustTrae is, I'm going to put a 15-second clip right here just to kind of introduce him.
I'm not a one-man ticket, I'm a one-man show. I've been through the ups and downs with nowhere to go. And my backyard sitting playing Rolling Stone. Man, I haven't been stoned since I moved from home. I'm not a perfect man, more like a rusty truck. Like I'm working all night just to fix me up.
But that was JustTrae, not a perfect man. If you like it, go check him out. I'm gonna put his name somewhere on the screen so you can find him. He's new. I mean, he's not that big, but he's gonna be. He's coming up pretty quick. Upchurch put another video on his Instagram that kind of made me rethink everything and kind of realize maybe he wasn't trying to push as hard as it sounded with his, religion stuff, the Jelly Roll stuff, the Tom McDonald stuff. It sounded like he was pushing it real hard, but this new video kind of felt like he dialed it back a little bit, and I respect that. So I'm gonna drop that right here.
People who yell at others for having ideas don't have any good thoughts of their own, which is why they don't have any ideas. If you have good ideas for yourself, no word needs to be spoken.
That's the part that kind of changed my perspective and outlook, just because he's right. That's how I've looked at it. That's kind of where I had the problem at. Like, me and him think a lot alike on some things that most people wouldn't, but the difference is I don't say it out loud, and he just said right there that you probably shouldn't, but yet he has, and that's the problem. A lot of it he should have just kept to himself, just like I do and most of the people in the world do. You don't have to vocalize all your thoughts, especially if it's going to stir the pot and cause problems and fighting and arguing and just all this stuff going on right now. People on the internet taking everybody's side. Some people's on Upchurch's side, some people's on Jelly Roll's side, some people's on Tom McDonald's side, and some people love all three and they refuse to choose sides. Like me myself, I'm not going to pick a side. You don't have to. It's not mandatory. And well, I'll wait till the other clip to jump on the other parts I want to talk about, because he put another clip out too.
Quit believing everything everybody said. Don't even believe me. Don't believe me. Question me too. You can't believe somebody just because they're famous and got money and houses and Lambos and all that shit. Don't.
But yeah, he said it right there in that video, talking about, don't listen to everybody or listen to 100% of what everybody says. Because, especially if they're famous, because I saw that a lot in my comment section of the videos I did yesterday. Like I say, majority of the comments were positive, but the negative ones were the ones that were just trying to ride Upchurch's junk, taking up for him because he's famous, because they think it's going to get them somewhere. Or, I guess it's the whole social media connection. Like, you think you got a connection with these people and they really don't even have a clue who you are. But, because they're talking to you on the camera, like, people get this wrong kind of connection with these folks. Think they know who they are, think they care, and they ain't paying no attention to what you're saying, that you're taking up for them, that you're kissing ass. Because there was a lot. Well, I ain't gonna say a lot. Like I say, majority was positive comments, but the other ones, you could tell they were just shaking their head yes and just agreeing with anything Upchurch said. But the way I look at it is, never agree 100% with somebody. You always got to have your own view. Never agree just because the person that is saying it you like that person, so you're going to agree no matter how wrong they are. Same goes with somebody who says something you disagree with. Never 100% disagree with the person as soon as they start talking. Wait till the end, hear them out, hear the whole thing, because it just shows lack of intelligence when you already know somebody's wrong before two words even come out of their mouth. Just hear it out and form an opinion after they state what they're stating and not before. But anyway, that's enough rambling. We're gonna go ahead and jump up in here in this JustTrae video named "This is for Upchurch," and just check out his outlook on the situation and kind of give my own input. And, feel free to drop yours, what you think about everything going on right now down in the comment section.
This video is for Ryan Upchurch. Ryan, if you see this, just know you've been right this whole fucking time, man.
See, right there, I think he's pushing the envelope a little too far, just saying he's been right the whole time. I mean, I ain't saying I don't agree with some things, but as I just stated, never agree with 100% of everything somebody says just because they're famous, or the fact that, he's helping him out, they're friends. Upchurch is pushing him, helping him, get more followers, be more famous, get better at music. But just because he's giving him this helping hand and he's famous, he's going to agree and kiss his ass all he can. And that's all he was doing right there. And like I said, I don't agree with that. If he said, he believed some of what Upchurch was saying, I'd be fine with that. But it's the fact that he just said, Upchurch, you have been right this whole time, saying he is right about everything.
So, I want to elaborate on some things that Ryan said in his videos. I've been watching a couple of his videos that he's been dropping about, the Bible, society in America. Basically just the shit that people need to hear, but they don't want to hear it.
See, and that kind of brings me back to what I was talking about. See, I agree with Upchurch on some of the Bible stuff, most of the Bible stuff. Like, I've had the outlook on it for quite a while, but I've never preached it. I've never told people. It's one of those things I've kept to myself just because, people probably going to think I'm crazy. But at the same time, I'm going to say I don't agree 100% because some of it I feel like is overreaching, but that's just me. That's my opinion. We all have them. The overreaching of like the number stuff, the word plays, like it's cool, but I don't think everything can come back to a math equation or somebody purposely named these words what they did just to have, just to send a message, just to give a hint, just a clue about, what life is all about, the road and what's happening to the world today, just on some wordplay, and then some weird math equations that make pictures and stuff like that. Like I just I think that's a lot of overreaching. But as far as the outlook, is him saying God is within us, this is heaven. That's kind of the way I look at it. I mean, I've seen other videos, people talking about it, and like I said, that's how I've looked at it. And this is my first time publicly stating this. So yeah, go ahead and call me crazy, but I got my own beliefs.
Once we put 2 and 2 together, we also have to cancel out all the bad stuff. 2 minus 2. So now look at the twos as an individual person helping an individual person on both sides of the spectrum.
You see what I mean by overreaching? Like, working out these math problems to solve today's problems, or the play on words.
This book makes you knowledgeable that only half of this book is true. You know why? It's holy. It has holes poked in it, so you don't understand all the words.
And everything he just said is 100% facts, other than the fact it's got holy in the name of the Bible. I mean, I don't feel like that was intentional. Could have been, but I personally doubt it, but that's my opinion. But think about it as the Bible being something you tell your friend, and they tell their friend, and then they tell their friend, and then the story makes its way back to you. But when it comes back, it's nowhere the same story. It's more exciting. It's more exaggerated. It's got more emphasis because that's what happens. The Bible has been passed down for thousands of years, and there has been numerous revisions. It has been rewritten. So don't you think over time, as it's being rewritten and retold, that these stories are changing and altering? And that book is nowhere the same book as it was when it was written. And I ain't even going to sit here and tell you it was right when it was written, because I got my own speculations. But, even if it was, it's not right now.
You know what I mean? So, I watched a video today about, like, the cowboys and the cowgirl thing. I want to elaborate on that a little bit.
Alright, hold up there, JustTrae. This is my video. Let me elaborate first, and then you can elaborate on your side. But for y'all that don't know, the cowgirl, cowboy thing he's talking about is up church. Another one of those wordplay things is that cow is a female cow. So the word cowboy breaks down into girl, boy. So he's saying, cowboys are girl boys. Once again, I feel like that is horrible overreaching. I don't feel like they named them cowboys way back in the day to fit the agenda that everybody is pushing now about, being trans, gay, all that, the agenda that is being pushed so hard today. I promise you, nobody was pushing it back when cowboys, were wandering the Wild West. Just saying. That's me elaborating. All right, JustTrae, you continue.
If you ever fucking notice, and I've been reading the comments on his shit, and I just want to you know what I mean? People incorporating him oh, it's about time you get out of the closet, or just stupid shit like that. You know what I mean? And trolls are gonna be trolls. If you listen to his song called Real Country, I will play it right here.
This video is going to be long enough without that, so we're not going to play it here, and I'm sure most of you heard it. If you haven't, go check it out, but we're not going to play it here. I'm going to cut this part out just because I don't need to make the video 3 more minutes.
We live in a society nowadays where it's just one person says something and then you believe everything. People don't do their research. Literally just like the Bible. I'm not saying that, I'm not religious at all. I don't believe in religion. I don't believe in certain things that I just don't believe in. I don't read the Bible, but I know enough about the Bible to explain on my own theories and my own stories. If you read the Bible, nothing in that Bible is perfect, just like this world.
Alright guys, now it's time for me to make y'all think that I am crazy, I am insane, but I'm going to give you my point of view on what I think. I think the Bible is a blueprint on how to live, how you should live. It's metaphors, the stuff really, like I say, it didn't happen the way it's written, or it's exaggerated, but it's just a blueprint to how to have a good life, how to be a good person, what not to do. That's just my thoughts. It's people who have lived and figured it out and just wrote these stories as metaphors to kind of give you an insight on what you should do or how you should do it to be happy in life, to be, just a good person in society. It's got the rewards and stuff just to kind of push you into doing it. I mean, even if they're not really there, it just gives you the insight and reason to be a good person. There is a reward for it. But that's just my point of view. That's just how I look at it. Just be a good person. Don't be a dick.
That we're living in today, in this universe. You have a good side and you have a bad side. Just like in the Bible. You have the devil and you have God or Jesus, right? We live in today's society where music is more of scriptures, right? People say something, they put it on paper, or they put it on their mind, or they put it on a microphone, and then they elaborate that situation onto the microphone for other people to hear it. Just like the Bible, they have ideas, they put it down on a book, and then they decipher it however they want to with other people. Just know this: Ryan wouldn't just share my music because my music's good, or if he thinks it's good. He sees something in me. When have I ever said that I was a cowboy? He's talking about today, in today's society. He's not talking about back then when people were rebellious. We don't have enough rebellious people in this world. I don't know what you guys want from the man. And you guys can say it all you want. Oh, you're just dick riding church. You're dick riding church. You wouldn't be here without church.
And it's here where I might get some dislikes, but I am going to kind of disagree with him because I think he kind of is. I mean, you know, he's doing what he's got to do or thinks he needs to do. But just due to the fact at the beginning, he said church was basically right about everything. Like I said, you cannot agree with anybody 100%. You got to be a free thinker. You got to have your own thoughts. You can't just nod your head and agree with everybody. So I'd say he is riding it just a little bit, you know. But that's just my thoughts.
Motherfucker, I told you before. If you ain't with me, roll the fuck out.
So is it a problem that I do not just agree 100%? I mean, I agree some. I think you're right about a lot of things, but do I think you're right about everything? No. But that don't mean I dislike you. That don't mean I got a problem with you. Does that really mean I mean, if you really want me to roll out and everybody else who don't agree with you 100%, I mean, we can. I mean, I don't know if that's really what you're saying or you mean it, but that's what it sounds like.
Do you want a fucking cookie for a reward because I actually made something for myself?
I mean, if you're giving out cookies, I mean, I ain't gonna say no. I mean, I don't know who would. I mean, a free cookie? Come on, man. Everybody wants a free cookie.
But like, I just don't understand. Like, that shit doesn't bother me at all. So, what I'm doing right now is saying, church, Ryan up church. I agree with you, man.
But see, right there, he said it again. He said he agrees with him, man. What does he agree with? Everything, every thought Ryan has, just because he's famous, just because he's friends with him. There's no way, honestly, in his mind that he agrees with everything. Now, is he going to say it loud? He does? Yes. Is he going to nod his head and say yes? Yeah, he is. But deep down, do you really think he believes everything? I don't.
I'm only 24 years old. I thought there was a lot of things going on in this world, and I thought I wasn't the only one. Me and my brother was the only people that really like conversated about it.
See, now that is something I agree with. I got my own thoughts, but like I say, I wouldn't say them out loud because the typical person is just going to think I'm crazy. They ain't going to look at it the way I do. But just like he says, he sits down and talks to his brother, me and my girlfriend sit down and talk about it. And she thinks I've got like some of the best insights, some of the best ideas. Like, she's just acts amazed half the time. Stuff I've thought about, stuff I've pieced together. You know, just the way the world is today, why it's like that. You know, the stuff I was talking about with the Bible earlier. Like, I just got so much stuff like that. But would I ever put it out here for everybody to hear? No.
And me and him are like the only people that understand each other. You know what I mean? Because we think like you do. We understand where you're coming from. So that's why I relate to you so much. That's why I'm giving you your flowers, man. Because, like, I don't know. So for the 14,000 followers that I got to the 20,000 subscribers I got on YouTube, from now on, if y'all ain't rolling with me, y'all can roll the fuck out.
And once again, he makes it sound like you gotta believe everything he says, everything he believes in, or you just shouldn't be a part of it. And like I say, I think that's pushing it a little too far. Like, that's taking like the free thinking out of it, having your own opinion. And I don't think that's right. But I mean, if you don't agree 100% with him, roll out. That's what he wants you to do. That's what you should do.
Because a view's a view. A like is a like. It doesn't matter. It does not matter to me. If this shit goes away tomorrow, it will not matter to me.
I don't really believe that. I mean, I don't think you want to go back to working a 9 to 5. I mean, you might be okay with it, but don't say it don't matter, because I'm pretty sure you care just a little bit, just the tiniest bit, but you care.
This fame and fortune does not matter to me. Money can always be duplicated, but you can't duplicate me. That's all I gotta say, man.
But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. That's the end of the JustTrae This Is For Up Church video. You know, it had all his opinions. It had my opinions of his opinions. And my opinions just on stuff in life in general that they brought up. But, you know, share your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about some of this stuff. Give me y'all's thoughts on the situations and, you know, all that. But anyway, that's it for this one. See y'all later.